Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about injury prevention, things you can do to help reduce injury in your back. I have a lot of friends who have back issues. We're all getting to a point where we've been sitting in office chairs or on couches or just not exercising for a long time, and our spines are starting to degenerate. The vertebrae are starting to rub together from maybe pounding. If you were in sports, for me, I was in gymnastics, did a lot of pounding, and in my day, the mats were not as good as they are now, and the tumbling surfaces were not as good. So there's a lot of compression in my spine, and so keeping my core very strong is my way of making sure that that doesn't affect me. So I want to talk about planks and Supermans. Those are both great ways to begin strengthening your back. Honestly, when you are starting to work out, I strongly suggest each day after your workout you do a plank hold, and you can start at 10 seconds, you can start 5 seconds, but do it and then increase your time a little bit each day. Say you did 5 seconds your first day, you do 5 seconds, then 5 seconds, then for the next day or the third day do 7 seconds or 10 seconds, and then do 10 again, and then increase the third day. So every third day increase your time till you can hold a plank for approximately a minute. I'm going to show you the plank and all the various parts of your body that you need to be thinking about when you do a plank, because people just get in it and they don't think about all the different parts. So we all know a plank is what we also call a push-up position. Let me make sure I'm far enough away here. There we go. Here's our push-up position. Okay, now, a couple things. One is your neck long. You want to be looking straight out, not up here, not down here. Very important. That messes up the alignment of your spine. So you're looking straight out here. The other thing is you want a nice long neck, shoulders down, and you don't want to hunch in your back. So you want to be here. A little bit flat at the top, shoulders down, neck long, looking straight ahead. The next part is through here. You want to keep your hips flat. Hips flat. If you're doing this is wrong and you're not going to get stronger. You probably won't hurt your back doing this, but you're not going to get any stronger in your core. However, if you're doing this is a big problem. If you're doing this and you can't hold it, or you're doing this and you cannot do this, put your knees down and flatten your hips. This is still working. Put your knees down here. It makes it a little harder. Up here, a little easier. Focus on keeping this tight. Do that to yourself. When you're holding your plank, kind of bang on your stomach a little bit. Am I tight? Okay. The next thing is you want to learn how to squeeze your derriere. This is something that it's very easy to do this, especially if you've got a strong core, and keep a loose butt. So squeeze your butt when you work. You're working on your glutes. You're working on your abs. You're keeping it tight. So we've got here, here, here. Different modifications you can do for your plank. Make sure you're squeezed in your inner thighs, you're squeezed in your abs, you're squeezed in your butt, shoulders are down, chest is flat, and hold. Simple as that. And if you're holding and it starts getting too hard, put the knees down. Put one knee down, but keep your body in proper alignment to take care of your spine. All the vertebrae in your back, they have little muscles called spinal erectors that hold those vertebrae. And if we don't get those tight, if we don't get those strong, then we start doing these big exercises, these jumps, these squats, then we could hurt our back because we're just building the big muscles around them. A plank is something that will strengthen those little muscles in and next to your spine. Superman. This is another element of having a strong core. People think all the time about this. They forget that this is part of your core. So you have to strengthen your back as well as your front and your sides. So in the planks, we've all heard of the side plank. Let me show you that before I do Superman. Side plank is here. Okay, feet are stacked, flat hips again, pushing down on the floor. Pushing down on the floor, head looking straight ahead. Hand can be on your hip, hand can be up. The modification for this, one knee down and hold. But keep this lifted. Don't let this happen. Keep this lifted. Unless, of course, that's the exercise you're doing, down and up. That is an exercise. Here, keep this tight. Keep this tight. Hips flat, butt squeezed. Okay? There's your side plank. And you can do it also on your elbows. Same with your front plank. If your wrists hurt, you can do it on your elbows. Okay, in front plank, on your elbows. But again, keep your chest flat, butt tight, tummy tight, squeeze your derriere. Okay, so now Superman. One thing for us women, get yourself a little padding. Your pubic bone hurts on these, at least mine does. So I put this down on the ground. This is just a pillowcase. I have folded up, but it's a king size, so it's folded up pretty good. And I put this down on the ground and position myself properly. Now, when you are doing a Superman, you're going to put your head down. You don't want to have your, let me see if I can get you a little bit, there you go. You don't want to have your face flat down, and you don't want to be here. It's kind of right in the middle. Hard with a hat on today, but it's kind of right in the middle, so you're keeping good spinal alignment. Okay, you should kind of be able to see out of your top peripheral out in front of you. Okay, so then as you're lifting your lower body on your Superman, you're going to push your pelvis down into the ground, squeeze your butt, lift your legs, and you're going to want to keep it tight here, but you're going to want to be tight here too. Keep your stomach muscles pushing down to the ground. Okay? And you may not go as high as I can go. I don't even know if you can see. But I have a lot of flexibility in my back. So it all depends on your flexibility. But you want to be working these muscles right along your spine here and squeezing your glutes, which is your butt, and your hamstrings, which is the back of your legs. So you push down into the ground, squeeze your belly button tight, push your belly down to the ground, and lift your legs. That's lower. Upper is reaching as long straight ahead as you can, like you're reaching to get something out in front of you, but lifting at the same time. So you're reaching and lifting, reaching and lifting, okay? And then if you're going to do both, you're going to reach and lift both ways. So stretch as long as you can and lift, squeeze your butt, okay? Forgive the phone ringing. There we go. So it's a matter of how long can you make yourself and lift at the same time. So stretch and lift and down. Okay, there you go. There's your core strengthening exercises for injury prevention. If I can say that word, prevention. And, ask questions, post comments. Let me know what you think. Is there a certain exercise you want me to demonstrate? Is there a certain part of your body that you want to be real careful not to injure? I would be glad to go over that as well. Have a great day and keep yourself happy, healthy, and fit. Have a great day.